Rakan, do like it with the fight, do like it with the Rumble, but Rakan Corki as a lane is not something that I'm feeling great about. There is going to be an incredible amount of lockdown available here. Wei could be looking towards the Poppy here. Has had, I think, varying performances. I remember a lot of great moments from him and a lot of moments that were maybe not so hot. This is really going all in on trying to punish the lane. Will leave you with not as much engage potential, but given the relatively short range for most people on DN Freaks, I do think that the Renata is going to get a lot of value. And again,
and as it looks like we are ready to hop onto the Rift for game number 1, let's do it.
The Pantheon really isn't that great of a target because of his E. If you throw too much upfront damage into him when he has the opportunity to go for an E, if you don't hit like a flash Q or something, catch him off guard, actually getting enough damage to take down Cuz is going to be quite tough.
Here comes Pantheon, Cuz level 3.
Guardian is available. Life, I imagine, is the target here. Cuz's passive stacked as well, so we'll have the empowered autos on W.
Field comes in, they're still gonna go for it. The knockup goes in onto Cuz, he's tanking the turret. He's definitely going down. The first blood goes to Corki, and they do take down the Rakan.
And now they're looking for a counter dive. Perfect is relatively low. This is a big wave, and there is no one to help him. He knows, but
he does have his flash. He's trying to dash and dash. There's the flash to get away.
Nice.
And here's Bulldog. And the stun does come in, even though the knockup is there. As how do you get away from this? You just got to try to flash. As, okay, Destiny going to be used in the top lane. He's got a yellow card out here. A bit of extra damage on a Pyosik, who will flash away.
BDD, in one fell swoop, gets the flash out of Bulldog, invalidates them to go and contest the Grubs, even with just that.
Looking to get blown up.
Yeah, I don't mind Roa, but I do feel like going for Electrocute with Roa. You know, I think Until Spellbook still had a good amount of potential value there. Everything looking good so far.
Yeah, kind of getting everything. Perfect does not have his flash, though, and he's certainly being challenged by Dudu as the autos are coming in, but it's not quite enough to take down Ambessa, potentially up on the top side. But again, Perfect is Ambessa. Can Pyosik make something of this? As here comes the ult on in. The damage should be enough, but Dudu taking a ton of damage himself. Bulldog as well making his way up. Even Life was here.
Can't really fold him. Obviously, the earlier trade and him being low is his fault. As oh, we're dropping in hot.
Yeah, I mean, this is just Pantheon. This is just Cuz until BDD lands his Destiny, but Dudu already next to the turret.
So just a little bit extra power there in his initial plays. Bulldog.
Yeah, just kind of face checking it. Not wanting to jump over the rocks was
good.
Cuz.
Whew. BDD doesn't flash that, he dies.
DN Freaks, Cuz would love to just kind of stroll in and smite one away. And now the rest of the team coming in, but there is the knockback. Cuz getting pretty low, but now the crunch coming in from KTTP behind this one.
That's Rumble.
And they committed big time to this. This Pantheon is just so dead. You're not getting away. As the bailout, he is not able to do anything. Duckdom left alone on the bottom side of the fight as rocks are flying. BDD as well is going to get knocked up, but I don't think he cares. I'm not sure they have enough damage between these two, especially with the Ashe nearby, but still it's a big win for the side of the DN Freaks as they've got push on top side as well. Not having vision in the banana brush over there by the Rift Herald pit as Destiny is going to come in. I think he tried to use a wall, and that's just going to be canceled. Bulldog will just be executed.
Get the third objective. They're going to be feeling good. They lost Warfare, though.
Bot turret goes down. And here comes an arrow from Duckdom just trying to help out. The Dragon goes down. I think KT, they got it. They got the feeds, yeah. So now Perfect, I mean, yeah, he might go down here. He is still Ambessa. He's dashing. He's diving out of the way. And DNF are just left scratching their heads.
Just walk.
Just walk.
Just walk.
Run. I mean, at that point, you're just kind of running. Perfect going in on this one, not knowing the imminent danger that he is in. As the Vialt does come down. He does dodge a bit of that, but he's still going to be taken down. Now, Bulldog is in a pretty rough spot, but here comes Life, and actually going to force the flash away by Cuz they're not able to. 1-12.
1-12, and the one win is Genji Ruler.
That's the next closest is Nautilus.
Looking for the pick, but I don't think they're going to get it.
Yeah, that's more of like a just going to press R to see where they are.
Zone control. Yeah.
Yeah. Zoning ult from the TF. And with Rift Heralds, DN Freaks are very much in control of the map right now. KT, the equalizer is kind of, oh wow, it did a lot more than I was expecting. Dudu kind of taking up the turret though. Here comes Bulldog, just blocking the Rift Heralds.
You have the right idea. Can they execute though? Well, does as Pioshik is in the pit. KT, they're gonna have to pick a target.
I mean, it might just come down to a smite fight. Like, here comes Dudu. He's pretty fed. He doesn't have equalizer, but he can roast everybody. That's the engage from life, and he gets knocked back as well. Duckdom does nothing as they try to go for Bulldog, but he's able to stay alive. And down will go the Pantheon as well. That is a free Drake given over to the DN Freaks, plus do anything. And then they just didn't really have the damage or the wherewithal to fight that one. As, okay, nice arrow is going to hit into Berserker. Just going to go for the cleanse.
That's it. It's just cleanse.
At least it hit him, you know. And now they're going for Cuz once again. The combo does come in, but that is Pantheon. Going to bait out the Renata ultimate.
Any of their buffs? Dudu is still happily pushing.
Little wall to come in. Nice flash from Wei. As, okay, BDD even going to flash in against the wall in the top of the map as we're going deep for this one. At least the bailout barely comes out at the end, but he's not able to survive. And of course, with the revive coming in from the Otacon, DNF.
And now it's going to take a miracle. And what I really like from DN Freaks, the one way that I think you give KT a surefire way back into this game is anyone overextending inside, because with the arrow and with the double globals, that is still a way that you can do it.
Oh, Cuz, not again. As the combo comes in, you talked about it. This time it will go on to the Pantheon, and there's just no escape as bit of damage is going into Dudu, but he's got Sonya's completed. Duckdom desperate to do something in this game, but he'll be denied doing anything as Dudu even gets the kill onto him.
Yeah, well, BDD at least got the TP out. So that's something. And then we never really got to see an opportunity for KT to try and, you know, turn that lead into anything else, because the lead never really materialized.
Okay, they're going in on the Dudu. They quickly realize their mistake as everybody tries to just run away, and they're all being burnt down by the equalizer, which was excellently placed. This should just be a straight-up ace, unless BDD survives somehow. Doesn't matter, the Nexus will fall. As Ingo's Pioshik trying to extend into position for life to make the jump, actually does do so, and BDD will survive. But he won't be happy about it. He's got a 1-on-1 scoreline. The rest of the team don't look at those KDAs as the DN Freaks absolutely crush KT.
I think Cuz on Pantheon just wasn't really it. I was excited to see it, but it didn't really blow me away. And this is just, yeah, perfect. Also, this prio pick on the Mbessa. Not able to get anything done.
Yeah. And
this is one of those scenarios where I look at the individual matchups on the KT side and I feel pretty good, right? Like, in terms of laning strength, you have a really strong bot lane, you have the counter matchup in top, but then I look at the comp as a whole, and I think the burden of execution is actually pretty high. Between Yone, it's really easy not to have an impact. Gragas casks, the fact that Cuz is playing Nidalee.
Can somehow carry once again with BDD and Cuz. Otherwise, KT might be in some danger. As you mentioned, the DN Freaks have been much cleaner tonight, and they have a comp with they can do it once again. So let's jump into game number 2 right now.
We'll see, maybe he's going to go Grasp into AP. The one upside is that if you are playing into a lane swap like Perfect is here, you're going to be feeling a lot better about your situation.
After the full clear?
Yeah, because making sure that Perfect gets to play the video game, which is definitely a good call. Sway will take a turret shot for his effort there, but this is the problem, it's Jax. So actually getting damage into him as Kalista, not going to be easy, because on a ward here. Oh, they're going to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get this dive down. There's no counter-strike, so you just straight up die. Not every day we see one of those, but also Dudu was low enough as well. It just made the dive that much easier.
The way that was promised, at least for that one play, so Bulldog nerfs of steel.
Well, at least he gets to farm a little bit and eventually be a threat in the side lane, but for now, just kind of sitting around. Perfect used his body slam to trade, seeing that Dudu was low on mana. Felt safe to go ahead and do that, but that does mean that Jax can go in and land a Counter-Strike. Bit of a trade up in the top side. DuckDom is going to cleanse and get out of that one. Berserker still holding on to his thumbs. But a lot of damage does come through from the Callista. DuckDom able to land that Q.
But the body slam ends up getting perfect out of dodge. As Berserker.
Berserker! Okay, he's got barrier for now. There's the flash to follow away. He's going to pick up the kill. A solo kill, I might add, as now Life getting in, but that is Yone. You can't beat that champ as he will get away very easily. Have a chance to fight over the Grubs, just based on the way this game is going. And with Pyosik farming the Krugs on the top side of the map, not going to be able to take down a dragon either. So just giving over all 3 Grubs to KT Rolster.
They are in. They do not know about the Lee behind them. DuckDom.
Okay, he is going to flash away from that one, and now it's just a kick on a Leona. That's actually Pyosik in a rough spot. Throws him in, and now the turn is huge. Easy kill on a Pyosik. Life will flash away. The cask is very nice and perfect. He wants more. He's going to land the slow with the bomb there, as now Bulldog has to flash himself. Does dodge away from the Yone, and literally they would just stand there and lose. Very nice combo here from BDD. Flash on in. He wants the kill. He will not have it. And gets pretty low himself. He's not in this game.
Yeah, there's been great glimpses. Well, you know, it's KT's there, so we can still talk about them.
Yeah, same team. DuckDom gonna just cleanse the slow, and Way's just going to maybe die. He does get pulled back by the Fate's Call. So DNF, they found the one angle as
that was I think,
because slams his face on the keyboard and presses every button at the same time.
Yeah, that was a lot of buttons used. So the Herald one is not that bad. The Sonya's arm guard obviously is very unfortunate. Will it matter though, Valdez? I don't know. I don't think
feels
so.
Like no.
No, I don't think it will. They're 6 or is it 5.5k gold behind. Perfect, like single-handedly, is just kind of dancing on them as he does as KDA Gragas.
Yeah, they're trying to fight for this one. Life is probably dead. His flash is already down. Pyosik is behind enemy lines, and we also had Dudu TPing into this one. Pyosik is free food. Remember when Wadded broke down on the space about how they could have just taken top turret, KT, and yeah, DNF. They could have maybe done that as well. Instead, they elect to TP down, take the worst fight of all time, and also give up the
Okay, but this...
I think that's more important than
the
CDR.
What's next?
Well, Life is going to be okay. The charm into the ult. Still have Otacon buff. BDD goes in, might just kill Bulldog here. No, he will survive.
They still have the buff. 15 seconds. Maybe a Hail Mary engage when it times out, but look at that, KT. They're not even taking the risk. We'll lose the game. Right here, right now.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards lose.
It was 10 kills, the record.
Okay, the Hextech Soul's gone. It's... What?
All right, Hextech Soul gone. There's the flank. They have everything they ever could have wanted. The MF does ult just to get Gragas cast, as I did mention. That's a double kill.
Penta angle?
Penta angle here. Penta. Wait,
Penta.
Go down. DuckDom looking for it. He misses the Q. And he might just go down at Ignite and the minions. So that, yeah, that was, yeah, kind of sad. I'm so ready for game 3. We kind of had an inkling that this would go to 3.
Pyosik. He's a man with a dream. No dream. Well, he's still behind them.
Where did he even go?
No, he's still behind them. They don't know.
He just went into the river.
They're not aware. He's pool-baying. He's trying to challengers to challenger.
Okay, well, he got the kick, and DuckDom will die. It's a 1-for-1 trade until the rest of the fight happens, where it's not a 1-for-1 trade, and KT just bop him over the head. And there you go. Maybe just headbutt them over the head. And yeah, just going to be a full-on ace. Down will go Life. And Dudu, not very long for this world. He does have his Zhonya's to keep us in this game for just a little bit longer. And there you go. Full ace does go the way of KT, and they will look to end the game.
Going to be close to 30 minutes, maybe even sub 30 minutes. Finish here. Bulldog will be up in 12 seconds, but I don't think we're going to see him in this game anymore, Valdez. We are going to a game number 3. KT after a rough game one, bounce back in pretty crazy fashion. And this game did make good use of the counter pick. BDD, no notes. You know, it's BDD. I don't really think we talk about end of the minute.
So Syndra actually going to come through. I mean, there's a lot of range. There's a lot of poke as well, even with the Karma coming through. But as you mentioned, there's really no engage. Like, almost none. Like, you get poke into, like, a Deadly Flourish, and you have, like, roots and stuff, and you just kind of keep them at range.
And then this, I think champion strength is good. I think there's a lot of comfort, but it feels like it kind of needs to go well early.
We'll see if they can do that. So far, the red side has not been doing that, but let's jump onto the Rift for game number 3.
As Dudu just needs to make sure he doesn't eat too much poke, but he also wants to get experience, and those two things are unfortunately kind of mutually exclusive. We'll see if Perfect's going to try and join this bot side dive bonanza that I think is about to break out here. Cuz does really want to hit level 3.
Yeah.
And the Viego thus far hasn't really worked out. Getting another kill onto him would be absolutely huge. Just Dudu, he knows what's about to happen. Life is backing now, but he's not making it here in time.
Well, it's a flash, but the Deadly Flourish comes in. Wei should be able to tank 2 shots, but he tanks a 3rd and just dies. Oh no, level 2 here for Dudu, and he's got his W, but down he will go. It's traded, he gets 2.
Experience, and they're going to have to try and catch back up as Pioshik will get spotted, but he is making his way over. Level 3 still a ways away for Wei.
They have so much lockdown here with the Elise and traps, but Life is in a bit of trouble. He is going to go in with this one, take the aggro, go up into the sky, but it is a bit of a scary dive.
They're definitely going to try, and Life needs to get... yeah, that's the teleport.
Yeah, well, Life is going to go up into the sky. The flash...
That's Elise.
Doesn't make any sense. Abandoned ship, and then somehow they win off of it just by the flash being burnt, as now an angle, bit of damage coming in. Duck Dom, it's totally fine. And now Light.
You gotta hit those! He would have died!
Just some League of Legends. Everyday League of Legends.
Okay, so great flash there, dodges the stun, then is able to stay alive. I think actually it's due to the kill. Right? Even though it doesn't get the kill, even though it's just the execute, this is a lesson in life. Sometimes things aren't pretty. They're not perfect, and we're just going to have to live with
perfect is the top laner for KT.
I knew I walked into that one.
That one was so easy.
There's already enough going on, Valdez.
So easily for that one.
Attempted steal, not going to work out, because it's going to take Dragon as well.
Again, actually, can we just keep it at round 3? I mean,
is he doing it? He is ulting.
He's going to get over the wall. Pioshik has to flash away here. And now maybe the leash onto Pioshik. But there's no follow-up. Pioshik is Sejuani and created enough distance.
Usually what happens. As we do have the grubs being taken by Pioshik. Cuz not going to do too much, although seems to go back on that decision. Even a single grub I think would be big here. They want to get a catch.
Yeah, they're going to get the scatter, and Bulldog in a bit of trouble.
The fair.
And he is actually just going to run away. He does flash for it.
That's a good cooldown to get on a stationary target like the Wei, and they will get their grub as well.
Yeah.
There's a ward in the river. Okay, now, how do you retake BDD? Well,
all right,
that'll do it.
Engage Syndra.
He flashed in.
Surely they can follow up on this.
What? You know what?
I mean, they did a lot of damage.
I guess Perfect isn't squishy, but he's still a good target. This is the vision trap we were talking about.
Here it is. There's their big engage. They are going to catch Light.
Get a kill!
They did it. They got the Elise. And the follow-up here. Another stun from Cuz. Going to force a flash out of Pioshik. And you know what? If DNF face check an unwarded brush.
Okay, KT, you do not have control. They're going to try and force a little bit. Get the TP. Maybe you just take that.
Yeah. They'll get the TP. A lot of damage, a lot of poke coming down. Dudu, he wants more. He is angry after giving up. He doesn't have Q3, and so he's just a rooted Cassante because he didn't dodge that either. And, well, they're going to drop the Rift Herald. So they should be able to get this turret. Here we go. Charge on in.
And NKT's like, nope.
Do they know?
They should.
Well, Wei is in a bit of trouble. Just a little bit, not a lot. Takes a bit of damage.
That's 2 ults. And Karma did get chunked, but is definitely not taken out of the fight here.
Yeah.
KT do not have access, though. They don't have control of the river, which I do feel like they really need. BED has his flash available. Maybe he's the hero that they need.
And they're going to engage onto the Sejuani, and Duckdom, he's just burning down so quickly, as now the Wei ult, rather, is going to push them back. Certainly with the new patch, you would have to imagine. They're kind of out of position, but rotating over, and now with the drag on a Duckdom, who's just going to have to flash the wall, just dying to a Cassante. Wei as well going to get knocked back here. Bit of damage here on a Cuz as this Cassante.
Outer flash.
Not necessarily that killable. Looking to threaten them with some very tiny needles.
As we are currently fighting for position to get Otacon.
Oh, that's
BDD.
scatter down. Scatter down. BDD has to flash, and it's just KT running away. DNF not able to secure much except some summoners, which is pretty big. I mean, they're going to get Wei's flash. They get BDD's flash. Well, it's going to check the brush there with the Deadly Flourish. Again, the pick comp of KT. They would like to get a pick to start this off.
One pick, please.
Life, what's going on here?
Oh,
wow.
I don't know about the ult.
Yeah, the ult was optimistic, let's say.
That's one of your big cooldowns.
Uh-oh. And now the big burst, the big boom boom damage coming out of the way, but look at this, Dudu, it's taking a huge amount of damage. Jin can kill tanks, and he does it there. It's not gonna hit anything else, but life might go down. He's gonna taxi over to the minions, but this is Viego we're talking about, not really getting away from him. And KT, they get a couple of picks. They didn't get one, they got 2. They doubled their kill score.
Like, this is still not enough by itself, because the wave clear is so good. Getting caught would definitely do it, though.
Oh, life! It's gonna flash out. There's the McHale's as well. I mean, they have a lot of ways to get out of the engage of DNF. It's not the answer. And
okay, well, now the buff is gonna time out.
Yeah, and Duckdom's pretty low. Okay, nice pick there onto life, and he is not able to go up into the sky. As now 0 and 3. He keeps looking for very optimistic cocoons. I mean, just kind of dying.
We don't know where the gray screen is. Maybe it is in the sky. He's pretty low in terms of impact. This Dudu.
What is going? He's just running through the river. He's got flash.
Sanzai, they're not actually damaging him.
Wait, but Jin was there. He has a tank buster build. Chronicler, tell me that Jin killed tanks.
Okay, go Nash, please. Please.
Yeah.
His damage is what makes the difference, and they need a pick to set up. Ocean Rift actually doing a lot of work there. He's gonna like get over the wall.
They need BDD here. He's just not really here just yet. As Dudu's going in, they're gonna look for Cuz, who ults away, and now BDD? The flanking Syndra is gonna land the stun onto multiple. And there you go, you have your pick, but the turn does come in. Pilshik is gonna go down. Can anyone kill Dudu is the question I have. They're trying to get Duckdom on the backside. BDD is so low, running away from Berserker, who is going to get the kill, and Dudu is still alive on the right side.
They got soul, though!
They did get the soul, and that is going to be huge. And finally, we know that Viego and Jace can eventually take out the Cassante. Trying to dash into Syndra when there was a ball on the ground in front of him.
Oh, flash on Perf, but he does have Ocean. Like, look at the healing.
Yeah.
That's coming from this guy.
Ult's coming in.
We're letting him tank a lot.
They want the Jace. I don't know if they can kill Jace.
I take back.
The answer is no, and Dudu in a lot of trouble. Now the frontlining Jace, they're trying to block for Dudu, but they can't. They do not get the block down, and DNF are falling apart. KT Rolster, a couple of huge picks, and maybe now finally they go for Baron.
I shouldn't get the opportunity, though, because this is the scenario that we talked about. This comp from KT, if you are behind, or if you are ahead rather, if the enemy is behind, don't have any map control, playing the game going to be very tough as life.
Well, he's going to go very deep for that kill. I don't know about that one, cuz. And now no reset comes in. Duck down. No, the flash! Fourth shot, just like that, to the face. And now with Berserker gone, you don't have enough damage. Bulldog is being bullied away. It looks like KT finally did it. We're not going to have any Elder Flips, no challengers here. It's just straight up LCK Cup. KT Rolster looks like they have finally done it. I think it's enough at this point, as we're going to get some shots on in. Popping over, he's going to flash away. Safe to say the Elise from life. Maybe we don't get to see it again here at the LCK Cup. If they do make it into play-ins, we'll have to wait and see on that one as well. KT Rolster take the victory.
Maybe was the one out. They didn't quite find it. So I want to, again, see what happens. I think it is just, yeah, that was one docked up auto.
Yeah. Because that was a little bit dangerous for him, but you can see the shields coming in, and then Duckdom eventually just flashed on him.
It might even be that the vision there was also because the ult came through, because there wasn't any wards, or it was someone just around the bend there. Not really sure. But the moment that Caitlyn's gone, KT know that the game is done. Really big win for them here, ensuring that they stay ahead of Nongshim and giving the opportunity to catch up with DRX.
Yeah, and we'll see how that all ends up. We will find out in the last 3 days of the LCK Cup, including today and the next couple of days. There wasn't ever really a time, actually, if you look at the gold graph, where DNF had any much of a gold lead.
None. Actually, that doesn't happen often.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Steer for the LCK Cup POM interview translation, joined by BDD on the side of KT Rolster. Hello, BDD. Hello. You know, we talked to you right before the holiday for that POM interview, and you got another one again today. And it was a must-win series today, and you closed it out pretty well, despite it being an intense match. How do you feel? You know, I think we were able to have a good break and also a good opportunity to actually be able to refine our performance. So it was great. It was a good win. So what were you trying to attempt to do during the draft in games 2 and 3 after all the target ban mid? I think we were just trying to go over all the available options, and I think we were able to optimize our picks in the end. And in Game 3, we got one of your classic picks, Syndra. So how did it play out for you? You know, I ended up playing Syndra just based on the enemy comp, and I think it just ended up working out because the enemy comp didn't really have anyone that was too tanky. And so Showmaker also happens to like Syndra, so would you like to sell out to encourage her use on stage? You know, to be honest, she's not that good. How would you rate your own performance today? No, I didn't think I made too many mistakes, particularly, so I think it was not bad. And it looks like every time KT wins, you get nominated to be the POM. So we actually prepared a few comments by the analysts and the commentators. So let's go over those. Well, it looks like Coco said, I want to be BDD's Azir soldiers. And Helios also said, how much more can he offer? There's also Cloud Templar who said, where's my diaper? Oh yeah, I thought Cloud Templar's comment was the funniest. So now you have secured a spot in the play-ins so far. So what will you work on improving until then? First of all, there are so many good teams, so I feel like with our performance today, I don't think we'll be able to win against stronger teams, so I think we all have a lot to work on. Congratulations again, and that's the end of the interview with BDD, and back to the space. Thank you.